Hey Alejandro.
Hello?
Hey Alejandro, what's going on? This is Daryl.
How are you?
Hey, I'm doing amazing, man. How are you?
Very good.
Good. You were speaking with Gabby on my team about this property on 10th Ave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I didn't catch you at a bad time, did I?
No, no.
All right, cool. Yeah, Gabby had told me that you're looking to sell. I'm the underwriter on the team. I just get to, underwrite deals all day, see what deals that we're buying every single week. She said that you wanted to sell this one, and I just needed to get a bit more information to see if we were a good fit.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I can't see here. Is this one you're living in? Is this a rental property? Is it vacant? What's
No.
going on here?
My ex lives there.
Your ex lives
I
there.
Yeah. And the idea is to move out of the city in about 6 months, more or less. For the moment, she has to live there until we all move to another place.
I got you. Is this a like ex-wife? Like you have to go through like divorce and all that stuff, or
I already did.
okay, okay. So
I
she
still it's still under my name and hers.
okay. So you guys have to sell it together, right? You guys split and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Did you guys already like come up with the price and everything that you were looking to sell it for?
Not yet, but I know it's around 600, somewhere over there.
I got you. And now you're not selling for 6 months. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, at least
At
whenever
least.
we are ready to move. I mean, to get out of the, we're moving out of we're in the same state, but not in
Hmm.
moving out of Miami.
I got you. So you need to find a place to go before you do anything.
Right.
Got it. Okay. What's got you wanting to leave Miami?
Oh, many reasons, but the, mainly this the it's all saturated here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all
too many
saturated.
too many people.
Yeah. Where you planning on going?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Nice. We're actually about to buy a fourplex out there in Jacksonville.
Mm,
Yeah, it's nice. So
yeah.
so you don't want to sell for 6 months. What's stopping you from just listing this with the real estate agent and just putting it on the market?
Because of that, we have to wait until we can be able to sell. If I put it in the market, it will sell 2 seconds, and we have to move somewhere. We're not ready for that.
Right. So it sounds like we should probably be having this conversation in like 3 or 4 months, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not really ready
But
to.
what? How is your the way Gabby was trying to tell me that you guys have different ways to structure the
Hmm.
deal?
Yeah. So I mean, there's different ways, right? I mean, what were you really trying to accomplish with selling this house?
Well, we gotta number one get rid of the house to buy another one,
Right.
and then be able to buy another one.
So you're gonna use the money from this house to buy another house.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, it. So we buy properties a couple of different ways, but I really don't think the way that Gabby was talking is going to solve your problem. Um, right. The first way that we buy is cash. Right. That's when it's quick. We're going to come in. We're going to pay you money for the property, and if there's any like repairs or anything needed, we handle all that. You sell it as is. And what our plan is, we're going to buy it at a low enough price so where we can come in, fix and flip it, and then sell it on the market, right? And
Right.
I don't know, is there any work that needs to be done?
Yeah, maybe cosmetics.
Mainly
But
cosmetics.
in that case, you're gonna have to make a low offer.
Yeah, it's gonna be lower. I didn't run any numbers to see like what the house is worth.
Yeah.
Um, have you spoken to like a real estate agent or anything like that? Has anybody told you what the house is worth?
Yeah. I saw the neighbors selling for $1 million.
The neighbor
So
selling
it's
for a
not.
million?
Yeah. And they're selling quick because that's a neighborhood that's very hot right now.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be possible. I don't think I would be selling it at a discount because I don't have to.
Right.
It's easy to sell one a house over there.
Right. The neighbors that sold at $1 million, was their house like completely renovated?
Yeah.
Or did okay. So is that what you plan on? You just plan on doing like the renovations yourself and selling it for as high as you possibly can?
No, I will sell it the way it is.
As it is now?
At the highest prices possible. If I put 600,000, I'm gonna have a lot of offers. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like the other way that we buy, like I can pay more money than anybody else, but what I do there is I ask to make payments over time, right? So I would give a down payment and give monthly payments over time. But
Seller financing.
yeah, exactly. And being that you need to buy a new house, I don't think that's really a good option for you.
Right.
You know,
What would be the down payment on the seller financing?
um, it depends. You're my bank, so what would you think you would need to get into a new house?
Well, since I don't have, the bank do the underwriting and all the credit report, income and all. So I'm not gonna be able to do all that. Like 30% down.
30% down.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be the best fit, right? A lot of the times when we're buying properties, we're putting like, and I hate talking in percentages. I like talking like actual numbers, but we're usually putting like 5 to 10% down. Um, right. And you know, usually like 30%, depending on what the purchase price is, right? I don't even know what you would sell it for. Um, but there's a lot, like we can come into houses at a lot lower price, right? So I can buy 3 or 4 houses for the price of that one that's 30% down, you know. So it just wouldn't make much sense for us. Um, what so do you have an idea like what you would even sell it for as it sits right now in its current condition?
In the 600.
In the 600s.
Right.
Now I see this one.
I don't. I have to go and see, other houses. What are they doing?
Yeah.
But more or less, I know it's in the somewhere over there.
I got you. So this house that sold for $1 million, that's like it's a little weird because it's the only house that sold for $1 million in that area. Have you seen any other houses sell for that much?
Yeah. I don't have the address, but the neighbor closed at that much, at that price.
Yeah.
And I think that it was not the only one. But I'm not going with that. I'm just saying I know it's in the 600.
I got you.
Somewhere there.
So I mean, if we were to do, I mean, it sounded like you had a little bit of interest in the seller finance option. If we were to,
but not if it's 5% down, there's no way, because then I will have to take a big risk. That means that if you don't, let's say you don't make the payment, I'm gonna have to foreclose on you, and I just have 5% of the equity. It wouldn't be an attractive option.
Do you owe anything on this?
120,000.
120,000. So here's the thing, right? Like we love to protect our sellers, right? So because at the end of the day, this is a long-term relationship, right? So I don't need you sleeping with one eye open, trying to figure out, is Daryl going to miss a payment this month, right? So what we do is we pre-sign deed in lieu of foreclosure. So we set our paperwork up to where if, let's just say, I don't know, let's say I get abducted by aliens or something like that, right? And you never hear from me again, and I miss one payment, you actually don't have to foreclose on me. You just go to the title company and say, hey, I don't know where Daryl's at. I want to enforce this deed in lieu, and you get the property deeded right back to you, right? You keep my down payment, you keep any monthly payments I made you, and when I bought it, I'm going to upgrade the property because that's what we do, right? We upgrade properties and we make it cash flow. So you get all of that back, and you can just sell the house again.
So in that case, you sign the deed in lieu and give it to me?
It sits with the title company.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the title company is selected by you or me?
if you have a title company you want to use, we can use yours.
Okay.
Is this
Okay,
is
that's and then we have to find out the monthly payment, the interest, and all that
yeah?
kind of thing.
Let's. I mean, if, is this something that you would want to do? I know you have to talk it over. Would you have to talk it over with your ex?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I know
Yeah,
usually when we deal with these situations, it's tough with
yeah,
two parties because you guys have to agree on the exact monthly payment that makes sense for both of you, especially if you're splitting everything. You know, but I would love to jump on a call. Are you? I mean, are you guys cordial? Can we all jump on a phone call?
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I don't
I
want
would
I don't
have to
want
do
you
that.
guys arguing when we're all on the phone.
No, no, no. I would have to. Yeah, that could happen. Let's talk before, and then I explain everything to her, and then we can do that
yeah.
cordial
So
conversation.
yeah. So how about this? Like go to her and just say, hey, this guy says he can pay us. He can pay us what we're asking for, maybe even a little bit more, right? And just tell her what he's gonna do is he's gonna pay us some now and some later, right? We just need to figure out what we want for monthly payments. We need to figure out a down payment that makes sense for us, and we need to figure out how long we want these payments to go out for,
Yeah,
right? So think about all of that, and
yeah,
then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if this deal even makes sense for us, right? Because I know for a fact that I can pay you more than anybody else, right? I just need
well,
to
as the price me.
as a purchase price, right?
Right.
I can pay you more than anybody else. But I don't know if this deal is going to cash flow for me because if it doesn't
Right.
cash flow for me, then it's not a deal for us, right? So
What are you gonna do with the house? Rent it out or sell it right away?
I'm gonna
Fix
keep
it
it.
up or
I'll
something?
keep it forever. If we structure a deal like this, I'll keep it forever.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll rent it out. We do like short term rentals and stuff like that. Like
okay.
corporate nurses and corporate housings. Traveling nurses. We have relationships with insurance companies, so they do like rehoming when people have floods and fires in their houses. Um, so that's typically what we like to do. We have a few different exit strategies. So I would see what the best one would be for this property, and I'll see what exactly we could make every month, and then we can jump on another phone call and we can talk about everything else.
All right. So uh, that's the option. Didn't you have another possible option or possibility,
I
or
mean,
that's about it?
I got options for days, man. But let's this is my favorite one though. So why don't we see if this works first, and if it doesn't, then we can talk about something else.
All right. Let
All
me
right.
talk to her, and
And
then
real quick, let's just say you do have this conversation with your ex, right? And let's say she's on board. How do you feel about doing something like this?
well, I the one who makes the payment every month, so
Hmm.
I rather get rid of this house now. I would sell it yesterday.
Yeah. What is that payment every month?
Uh, 1200.
1,200.
Yeah, it's nothing. I
Okay.
wish I can live with that. Paying $1,200 a month.
Yeah. I wish I could live like your ex
And
and
that,
not pay anything.
yeah, exactly. Yes, it's the best deal.
Yeah.
Being an ex-wife,
Yeah.
and that 1,200 includes the escrow, taxes, insurance, everything.
Okay.
So it's a sweet deal.
Okay.
Not only
So,
because I bought it in 2002.
oh wow.
You know,
So you probably
I
have a
pay a
really
hundred. I pay $180. $180,000 for the house.
wow. What's the interest rate on that thing?
6.7.
Okay.
Well, but we're getting there now. Interest rates are
Yeah,
going
they're
up.
going back up. We just got approved for one at 5.7.
Ooh,
So yeah, it's definitely getting back up there.
ooh, it was used to be
Yeah.
2.7.
Just a few months ago.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
and they say it's gonna go up three more times or two
I believe it.
before the end of the year.
I believe it, and that's why I love doing these types of deals, right? Because in my eyes, it's a true win-win, right? Like I don't on my side, I don't need to go through through these hoops and hurdles, getting approved for bank loans and getting these really high interest rates. Even though this rate isn't the best, right? But
Right.
it's good for me because I can save the headache and it's faster, right? And it's good for you because all that money that I was going to pay the bank, I can pay you. I can pay that to you, right? And you get more money than you would have gotten if you were to sell it traditionally.
Yeah, but the problem with selling and you get all this money at the same time is the taxes are gonna
Yep.
be steep.
Yep.
That's why I'm entertaining that idea.
Yep. And yeah, but as you know, right, this you're only getting taxed on what you get at what you get at that time, right? So
Yeah.
and that's why a lot of our sellers, honestly, they like when we pay them lower down payments because a lot of our sellers are in your shoes where they don't really want to pay too much in taxes, right? So I have people who say, Daryl, don't even give me a down payment, give me $0, right? So obviously that's not your situation. You need some money to get into your next house, but but the lower
Yeah,
the better for a lot of people.
at least whatever I have to put, the next place will be cheap. Well, it will be around the same price.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna probably ask me for, whatever they ask, 10%, 5%, or whatever that is. That I would like to have.
Yeah. Well, let's
that's about it.
let's
So
figure yeah let's figure that out.
I can even do a 1031 exchange or something like that.
Okay, nice.
So if I sell for 600, I can buy something for 600.
You may you may don't quote me, but I believe a 1031 only works for investment properties. Um, I know you're not living in this one, but you may want to check into that.
Yeah.
But still, this is a great way to, kick that tax can down the road because you're not getting everything in one lump sum, right? We can structure it to where you're getting payments and it's not going to kill you paying tax. You're not going to pay half of it to taxes. Um, so yeah, so I mean, if we can structure something to where it makes sense for both of us, for all three of us, right? Because your ex-wife is in here as well.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the only obstacle.
yeah.
Could be the only obstacle.
Well, yeah. Well, like I said, I'd love to have a conversation with everybody, and we're flexible, right? Would you be willing to working on something to where we can get the process started, right? And we can give you guys time to move out, however many months you need to move out. Would you be open to starting that earlier than 6 months?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
open to any. I'm a real estate investor as well.
nice.
I buy straight from the auction.
Okay,
I don't deal with too much with people, and I buy properties at the auction for other investors.
hmm I kind of figured that when you knew what seller financing was from the
Yeah.
beginning, which is pretty cool. It's always relieving to talk to somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Are you buying? Are you still buying properties?
Yeah. And I've started buying in Jacksonville because this is not. It's hard to find something with a discount.
Yeah.
But
Well, bro, we have discounts all day. Like I don't keep every property we come across, so I can send you some properties as well if you're interested in that.
Okay. Yeah. Do you find them like calling people?
Yeah, we call people. I have like a team that calls people all day. And then when it's like tougher situations when we need to talk about creative structuring, that's when they get me on the phone. But yeah, I have a team that's calling all day.
Yeah, you're the only one that in the team that knows. According to from what the conversations that I have with the other people that call me,
Mm-hmm.
nobody knows too much about that
Yeah.
structuring. You're the only one that knows, that has the knowledge.
Yeah.
But I can see why they put you in the tough situation.
Yeah, man. It's fun. It's fun. For sure.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, let's see if we can work something out. Like I said, I'm gonna run some numbers and see if this makes sense for us. And then at the same time, talk to your ex. What's her name?
Audra.
Audra. Yeah, talk to Audra. figure out, say, hey, like I said, I have this guy who said he can pay us more for the property. We just need to figure out what will make sense for a down payment, what will make sense for monthly payments, and how long we want these payments to go out for. Um, and then come up with like 8 to 10 of your best questions that you can come up with. If you can't come up with anything, I'll come up with like the same amount of questions that most of our sellers usually ask, and then we can have another conversation about it. When do you think we can all jump on the phone, the three of us?